Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 442 podcast. I'm Azar Mathani, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Tommy Santi.
Hello, hello.
And the sensual Tony O.
Hola, senores. I go Spanish because that's the most sensual language I can think of.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that. Okay.
I don't know where else to
you
go
must
with
know
that.
some Spanish, Tony.
How
I
much
just
Spanish
spoke the
do you
Spanish I
speak?
know.
That's
I know.
it.
I know alto is stop. Gracias. I know some words. Yeah, I can get it out.
I just say no habla inglés, and then that's it. Yeah, there you go.
Tony very much habla inglés.
Sure.
No habla español is what he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tommy consistently makes that mistake, I think. But anyway, can we move on to something that I'm comfortable with, like, football?
A bit of French, maybe?
Sure. Oui, senor. No.
Yeah, let's
there
go
you
through.
See?
Let's go
I'm all over
through.
the place.
Yeah, I like that.
Comment ça va, Tony?
Ça va bien. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. This is really bad. This is really bad. Yeah. Please, Uzair, save us. Yeah.
You're relying on me to save you.
Yeah.
Of all people, you're relying on me to save you. Oh, Jesus Christ, what have we come to?
With your several naps a night. Yeah. Jump in.
Listen, we don't bring up my sleeping habits on this podcast.
We should not bring up anyone's sleeping habits on this
No,
podcast.
it's terrible. It's terrible. What we should bring up is Manchester City 4, Liverpool 1 to get us started.
I wish we didn't have to be honest. But yeah.
No Haaland, no problem, huh?
Yeah.
You put the robot in the stands for a firmware update. Still score 4.
It's really annoying to me how they look more like City without him. And I'm not saying they're better without him, but you see De Bruyne in the center forward position again. You're seeing players just popping up all over the place. It's like, can Haaland just come back? At this point, I have more hope.
Yeah, certainly more. Like you see that more rotation in the forward spots when he wasn't there. Like you said, like with KDB's goal, he was way up in center forward to finish that. Whereas we don't see him there when Haaland's playing. It's always Haaland in that spot.
I don't. What was the thinking behind the crazy highline? Like, because someone explained to me Jurgen Klopp's thinking this season. Like, he just basically went there to lose. That's how I feel. Because they had no chance. Like, they had no chance with that setup. You're trying to play a crazy high line with... Like, City did the same thing, but, they're actually good at football. And this season, like, Van Dijk, I don't know, was it Matip who played center back? Trent... They're rubbish at defending.
Their fullbacks were awful. Trent and Robertson were just picked apart. I mean, some of the build-up play that City had, I think it was especially for the... was it the Gundogan goal? The build-up on that was absolutely stunning.
Oh, yeah, the Gundogan goal. Wasn't he, like... He had the ball at his feet at, like, the 5-yard line and just sat there for, like, a couple touches. And, like, Trent just, like, let's watch
all the
him.
time in the world to decide where to put the ball. It's just
I don't get it, yeah.
Yeah. Liverpool are...
I mean, we haven't even talked about how City played, I think, 5 centre-backs in this game, including, like, John Stones in defensive midfield.
Yeah, he was excellent, by the way. I mean, to be fair, he plays there most of the time anyway at right back, so it's not that different for him. But yeah, I don't know if that was to increase the solidity. I mean, the defending for Liverpool's goal was equally as terrible. I don't know how Jota is so free to run through the center of the field. It's a great ball by Trent. Did anyone think Liverpool were going to win at that point?
Even after this score, nah.
Oh,
no,
God, no. They were
way.
away from home. Yeah. They don't win away from home this season. Like, Liverpool at Anfield and away from Anfield are completely different teams this year.
Even just looking at Salah, it looks slower to me. Like, it's still a devastating finisher. But, like, the Salah that ran away from people, I'm not sure I see it anymore. It's just, I don't know, man.
That's the thing with He's 30 now, right? He turned 30 probably. I'm
I think
guessing
he's 31.
31.
So, I
That's the
don't know.
thing,
I might be
man.
wrong, but
Wingers, for the guys that really rely on pace, once they turn 30, you're losing a step. It happens to everyone. Yeah.
you're right. He's 30. He turns
He's 30.
31 in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like he tends to always score in these big games. You know what I mean? But yeah, City honestly they just dominated the game. Like even the first half was a little bit more competitive, but the second half was just so one-sided.
Grealish was brilliant, but then there's definitely the Trent tax with this
the
performance.
Trent tax, yeah, like that.
Because I think like in their last 9 away games or something like that, the left winger has been the man of the match against Liverpool. So it's like, does it?
Wait, Tony, I gotta stop you there. So we play Liverpool, eh?
Home or away?
Damn, I forget. But I know we play Liverpool. Does this mean one of our left wingers is going to be the man of the match? This is exciting.
Home or
One
away?
of your 5.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this might be the game where Mudryk can finally
This
do
might be
something.
Mudryk's chance. Yeah, just needed Trent the whole time.
He looks terrible, by the way. We'll get to Mitchell.
We'll get to him. Yeah, carry on.
We will
carry
get
on.
to that. We
yeah.
will get to that.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the next 2 months. I'm going to be really uncomfortable, I tell you, boys. City are coming into form. They look really good right now. And we go to Anfield next week, so...
Oh, so there might be a little bit of actual fight from Liverpool when they play you. Nice. That'll be good to see you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the run-in for the title is still very much a close one, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of good form, Arsenal have won how many Premier League games on the spin now? Is it 6, 7?
7, I think.
They slapped Leeds 4-1 in a game that, I mean, it was a bit competitive at the start. I thought Leeds looked quite good until Jesus' little 10 out of 10 dive to win a pen.
Every year around this time,
Look,
Jesus.
I'm just saying, he look, every time. Look, it took him less than 3 days to get back up this time. So, pretty good. Pretty good.
I think, look, it's the kind of penalty I think only he and our team can win. Like, he's sitting defenders down left, right, and center. It's terrible defending by Ayling. You guys think it's not a pen for some reason. I think it's a dive by Jesus.
It's a big old dive.
But I think
But
he
I
gets
also
kicked.
think it was a stupid challenge from Ayling.
He gets embarrassed by Jesus and reacts, right? Like he literally sticks out his foot and kicks his knee. It's like just let him go at that point. But anyway, Ayling he tends to embarrass himself when he returns to
I was gonna say, like, he should be quite used to being embarrassed, considering how that Leeds team defends a lot of the time.
Yeah, he wasn't great for Ben White's goal either. Martinelli cut inside him. Wasn't great for Xhaka's goal. He wasn't great generally, yeah. It was just crap. But, yeah. I don't know. I think the best part of it was just seeing Saka not start. He plays way too much football as it is. But that's the value of Trossard. He can play anywhere across that line. I don't think the right suits him. I think our right-hand side was disconnected. And actually his contribution came when he switched with Jesus and went into the center-forward position. Interesting stat with Trossard. Since he signed for Arsenal, he has as many assists as Man United's entire squad put together. More assists than Chelsea's squad put together.
Wow,
He has
come on.
more assists for the season than 9 teams, in the league, which is nuts. Like, he is...
You taking a pot shot at United there? Fair enough. Why are you dragging Chelsea?
I mean,
They're not even.
we
they're
don't
not
even
even
score.
on the first
We don't even
page of
score.
the table.
Yeah, how can we get assists for anything? You know what I mean?
The Chelsea one is a low blow. The Chelsea one is a low blow.
It's not even a blow. There's nothing to hit. You know what I mean?
They're on the ground.
Yeah.
Stop kicking
I will say though,
Insert meme here, yeah.
for a guy that was out for 3 months, Jesus has he's pretty much hit the ground running since coming back. Like, he's looked pretty sharp. Um,
Yeah.
he didn't need like a run into games to get fined. All this good form. So that really is
It
going to help
helps. It
Barcelona.
helps that they could ease him back with because he played I think half an hour and then 45 minutes. They could ease him back. Team was already playing well before he came back from injury, so I'm sure that helps a lot.
Plus,
He's got a lot of very confident players around him.
he had the international break as well, to really ramp up his fitness. So yeah, Uzi's right. This is his first start in the league. I think since November. But yeah, he looked. Actually, I don't think he was at his best. He was pretty sloppy in moments, but then he keeps going. That's the thing with Jesus, right? And he produces a couple of moments of magic. So hey, we're gonna need him. I'm really glad to have him back going into this crunch period, so to speak. So yeah, he's unique, which is I'm glad he's on our team. But
Has the second the reverse fixture with City, has that been scheduled yet?
oh yeah,
It has. When is that happening?
I don't know.
You
I'm
don't
not
know.
looking that far
You're
ahead,
not
bro.
looking- you're looking that far ahead?
I could check. There's plenty
Tony's
of-
going one game at a time now. One game at a time.
April 26th. I don't know
Ah,
what day
okay.
of the week that
Okay.
is. So it's,
'Cause
yeah.
We've
on
got
April
a
26th.
April 26th.
I
Okay.
bet it's a Sunday. It's I thought it's a Wednesday. That's a shit time.
Oh,
to put
that's
that.
awful.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
awful.
Wednesday.
Because you have a you
Well,
have
that means we have to do an extra recording after that game.
no. You guys could
Which is
just
more
do.
work for me.
Tony can just do
Just-
an instant reaction. How about that?
I don't think there's enough.
Nah, we saved that. We saved that for you.
Yeah. Why am I
Chelsea
always?
to
Why am I
provide
always
the
doing
most-
the instant reactions?
Do you
thing?
want to
Yeah.
do a
Provide
pod
those
after
moments.
Chelsea news? We can do a pod after Chelsea news if you want to sit through that. Like, we're doing you a solid, but I'm happy to shit on Chelsea for 15 minutes if you'd like. Yeah. Incidentally, congrats on just diving your way through to the semifinal in the Women's Champions League. That was never a penalty, but yeah, I'm
Hey,
excited.
hey.
I'm excited to see you
we
against
earned it.
Barca.
We earned it.
Look,
and-
Tommy. Tony is an expert on diving to win pens.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess he would know. Yeah, but hey, the ladies earned it. They had a really they held their own in the penalty shootout. The goalkeeper was fantastic. And,
Yeah, Berger is really good from pens. Like once
Yeah.
once they went to penalties, I didn't think there was a chance. Leon should have gone through. They were by far the better team.
They were the
It's
better
never-
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, into the last four we both go. Good luck to you. I really would prefer to see you in the final than Barcelona. So I saw my hope.
yeah, the
Go through
Barca thrashed Roma.
Have Barca lost a game in the league yet this
I
season?
don't know, man. Who's gonna
Because
beat?
every time I've looked at their table, it's this ridiculous stats that they pulled off.
Yeah, I think the four teams left are. I do think they're the best team. Yeah, 24-0-0. Barca.
Oh, that's video game
Christ.
stuff right there. Yeah.
101 goals scored, 5
Jesus.
goals conceded.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
No, they're slacking. Conceded 5.
That's crazy.
That is
Yeah.
nuts.
Good
yeah.
good luck to you. Yeah. And they're pissed off because they lost the Champions League final last year to Lyon. So they are.
They have a mission
they're in the
and
mood.
they're showing it. Great.
Yeah. All right, let's circle back. The women's Champions League could be a whole
Do
separate
we-
pod. Yeah.
Do we have anything else we want to say about Arsenal Leeds?
No.
I don't have anything
I
else.
don't. Yeah.
All right. Well, guess I'll put us off as long as I can. Newcastle 2, Man United 0. The top 4 battle is officially spicy. Yeah, we were rubbish. We just look. Yeah, we were bad. Like, our midfield is just. Oh, I miss Casemiro so much. 2 more games without him. I miss him so much. But yeah, that and honestly, having Aaron Wan-Bissaka get ruled out before the game also really sucked because Dalot spent 90 minutes just getting absolutely flambéed by Sam Maximan
I need to check something.
and then Willock.
When was the last time? Okay. Well, I want to see the last time you scored in the league.
Because I think our last 2 league games were Southampton 0-0 and the Liverpool game, and then it was whatever game was before Liverpool.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we've been scoring in the cup games in between that, but yeah, we need to sort out our league form. We need to. A lot of the players are starting to look like they're running on empty.
Even that Fulham game. Yeah.
Yeah, we were not good against Fulham until
Yeah.
they decided to have a complete meltdown.
I kind of get the
I think-
feeling that Marcus Rashford was in unsustainable
He
form.
was-
He was in
Yeah.
he was in incredible form, and I think I don't want to say the decision. Let me say the restriction that led you to get Weghorst. If you don't make top four, that's where you lost it
Yeah, Weghorst
because
is poor.
he's not.
Hey,
up-
the
he's
nice
not
thing
the
is we have Anthony Martial back, so
Okay.
we'll have maybe like 60 minutes of him
One game
against
out of him, yeah.
Brentford. Let's not be real. Let's not be greedy now. Full game here.
Yeah.
Madness.
And-
We'll get like 60 minutes out of him against Brentford. That might be good.
Anthony is
then
not doing
we'll
enough.
see.
He's not doing anything, to be frank. But like, you need goals from elsewhere at this point, and Garnacho must be injured, right?
Garnacho is injured.
Yeah.
He got hurt against Southampton, and he's out for. He's gonna be out for a bit. Like I don't know if he's gonna come back this season or not.
What happened to Sancho? I thought he was supposed to be playing well.
He's not.
Okay,
He did not play well when he came on.
okay. Well, I know,
so-
but okay, because there was this whole thing about Sancho finding Jesus in the wilderness and then coming back, and yeah, I don't know.
He was good. He was good for a few games after he came back, but his form petered out as well. So
It's too many players nicking a living at that club. You need to start selling people.
Well,
It's-
no,
guys,
it's
guys,
look,
guys,
it's
backtrack,
still,
backtrack. Tony just threw out this Sancho finding Jesus in the wilderness. What are you talking?
Look,
What?
look. Tony thinks that the Netherlands is the wilderness. I've made my peace with it.
I don't know, like.
They're a developed country, Tony. He wasn't wandering in the
I'm
woods.
talking about football wilderness at this point. Like, I don't know. He wasn't injured. Nothing was wrong. He needed time to find himself, and he's come back.
Surely
And-
at this point, the football wilderness is West
Old Tra-
London.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. You should have been more precise with that. There are a few clubs
I
that
should've.
deserve better. But I like
That's true.
I
that's
like
true.
Brentford.
Brentford have been doing good things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I would expect United to still make the top four, but
But it's a scrap for it now.
yeah, and you were way ahead at one point, like of
We had a lot of the teams behind us had games in hand on us at that point, I think. But it was look, we haven't been playing well for a little while. We have a problem to solve now. Hopefully, we can get a couple of players back from injury. I know Ericsson has started some like individual training. Like I'd love to have him back because ball progression from midfield is non-existent when McTominay plays there. Just
you have
bad.
you have Brentford next.
Yep, Brentford
you have
and
to
then
win
Everton
that.
after.
Everton, you
Yeah.
have to win that because you still have to play Chelsea and Sergio. Okay,
Come on, come on,
Tottenham. Well, I mean, Chelsea might be different. Who knows? Tottenham.
Chelsea and Tottenham.
You have
are the
Brighton
two-
away.
Yeah,
Like,
and we've been. That's the thing. We've been very bad away from home.
and they're both
Like
away.
at home, our home form is excellent for the most part. Away from home, we have not been good this season, in the league at least.
I mean, you know, the main thing you have to do is just be better than Spurs, who you have a game, who have played a game
Well,
more.
the problem
That's the
is
thing.
Spurs came to their senses and sacked Conte, so they might actually start doing things.
Well, but they
we'll
haven't
see.
got anyone else in there yet. They're still relying on backup.
The no manager bounce,
No
man.
manager- yeah,
it's a,
no
it's,
manager
it's a
bounce,
dangerous
okay.
thing. On the flip side, Newcastle I thought played really well and were unlucky not to score more in this one.
I
Yeah,
should have
Joe
scored
Willock
more.
was
Yeah.
his finishing. I mean, his finishing all season has been dreadful, but like he should have had a hat trick in this game.
Yeah.
No one was picking him up. Yeah,
I thought Isak was excellent.
He was.
Yeah, just generally they just outplayed us, which I
Was-
was slightly worried was going to happen.
Wilson got his goal, but I just think for me, your center forward has to be one of your best players, and Isak is one of their best.
Oh,
players.
100%. 100%. Like, they've looked so much better since he's been back to full fitness. I think that's 3-4 wins on the bounce in the league for them now.
Yeah.
19.
Well, they've come back into form, and it's no coincidence that coincides with Isak coming back.
19 goals conceded for the season so far. Best defense in the league. Yeah.
That's the thing. The moment we went 1-0 down, I was like, Newcastle are going to allow the ball to be in play for approximately 30 more seconds all game, even though there's 20 minutes left. They're going to grind us down.
To be fair, they went at you. They were still going for it. Yeah, they said they smelled blood, and they kept going.
But they very clearly wanted revenge for the cup final, I think.
Do you think you guys have a weakness on set pieces? Like,
we're not a very tall team, honestly, and when you combine that with a goalie like De Gea, who does not like coming out for set pieces, yeah, we're not great at them.
So one aspect you miss the fridge, yeah, because Martinez has been excellent.
The gravitational pull of his head, just swerving balls into it.
Yeah, because Martinez, in those situations, he tends to, I don't know, he can be bullied. Like, he's been excellent. Don't get me wrong.
He's not as tall as a lot of the attackers that he has to mark, and
100%.
that is just a natural disadvantage.
And when you don't have Casemiro, who is pretty good in the air, yeah, you'd think Vegas. Maybe that's why he likes Vegas there. Actually,
some kind of height in the team at least, right?
We used to have that with Giroud, but anyway. Let's go on. I got the Giroud mention.
Giroud mentions it, and it's from Tony this time. That's incredible.
We got it in. I'm happy with it. Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens with this. I am now officially nervous.
You confident? Okay. Do you think you'll
nervous.
do it?
Nervous as fuck.
Do you think?
I have faith in Ten Hag. I predicted United to get fourth at the start of the season. That's my prediction now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goal difference is a problem. I'll just say that.
Goal difference is a problem.
Yeah. All right.
There's several problems, but not as many problems as the next team we're going to talk about. Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 2. I mean, we've seen this game before.
Yep.
But what we haven't seen is Graham Potter getting the sack. He's finally gone, Tommy. Voldemort finally won.
Yeah, I mean, how long was Potter in charge for? 7 months, I think, around something like that.
He was the boy who lived for far too long.
He's been trying to get sacked. Like, why is Badiashile not playing this game? What's the reason?
I don't get why Kukurea is playing center back. Why is Loftus-Cheek playing wing back? 7 months. You know what I mean? I think he's been in charge. Let's say. And
do you have Champions League football this week?
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Oh, maybe
do.
that's why. Maybe he wanted to find a solution.
No. Champions League not this week. We play Liverpool midweek. Champions League is the week after. The week after. Yeah. That makes sense. Right. But it's like, you would think in that amount of time, you would at least see some signs of improvement within the squad, within players, within how you play. I don't think I see any I don't see any of it. The players were absolutely shit yesterday. Don't get me wrong, they were crap. I say yesterday, I think I meant Saturday. But they were absolutely crap. I don't see any signs of us playing a certain shape or a certain form of football. He was still playing people out of position. I'm not sure what his thinking is, what he's trying to experiment with. He's had time, let's be honest. He's had some time to at least figure something out, and no results have come from it. But it's weird because you guys are like, oh my god, I need a reaction here. I've been so numbed from this season in terms of really caring about
you're where I was last season.
It's like okay, we win or lose, we're in 10th place. It's we're not going any higher. We're probably not going to go any lower. 11th.
You're in 10th no more.
Sorry,
we were bottom half. You're officially bottom half.
Yeah,
now.
bottom half.
You're on page 2.
But
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? The position doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're not
Okay.
making Champions League. We're not
It
making Champions
matters.
League. We're not getting relegated. All right?
Right.
So we're in that zone where it's like, who the fuck cares about what spot
How
you're
far
in?
above the relegation band? Excuse me. Let me check this.
At least
12
at
points
least
off.
12,
12
at
points
least
off.
10.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's pretty set there. So yeah, we have a nice. We made a Champions League.
You
What is it?
advanced.
Quarterfinals now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like that. That's not bad. That's something to play for. But overall, the season's been so shit that it's like, okay. I thought he was going to stick around to the summer. I thought we were going to maybe give him the start of next season to see if anything changes. But I guess I was really wrong about that. Bowley has had enough. I think I'm hoping that this is, coincided with the
Tommy.
news that
Tommy,
yeah.
would you say he doesn't believe in him anymore?
Yeah, I would say something like that. I was gonna say that one is there. You beat me to it. Yeah.
We also we're short on time to get all our Graham Potter jokes in.
Yeah.
How many Harry Potter references can we make? to the end
You
of
can
the
still
podcast?
use them. You can still use them next
Yeah,
next
so
podcast.
Graham
yeah.
Potter in the Chamber of Shit.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one.
Every
Yeah.
press conference, he just put on his invisibility cloak.
Yeah, but he was actually pretty good, pretty vocal in press
He
conferences.
was
so.
pretty.
Yeah. I was like, pretty good is not.
No, I
what
don't want to say. I don't want to
described
say
it
pretty
as.
good. I meant he wasn't invisible. He was at least speaking his mind.
Yeah, if you say
But
so.
I was saying
He was
I
the
think,
managerial embodiment of Hufflepuff.
yeah, he was not a Gryffindor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But with Bayern sacking Nagelsmann, I think I'm hoping this coincides with that and thinking Poli's like, okay, there's our guy. That's
Are
who we
you
want in there.
confident that that's a good appointment?
At this point, am I confident with any appointment? No. But in terms of like,
They're very similar, by the way.
yeah,
Potter, they're very similar, and I have a theory that Potter's biggest problem at Chelsea is that he had to play games every 3 days, so he changes his tactics all the time, but never has a chance to fully prepare his teams for them. Whereas at Brighton, he had a whole week, right? Like ideally, at a Champions League club, you have your tactic in preseason, and then you tweak it as the season goes along. He didn't even have preseason to start off with, and then he's changing his tactics every 3 days for some reason. I mean, that's his way of doing things. Nagelsmann's different. Now, I don't know. They did not like him at Bayern. I don't. Like, he fell out with the players, fell out with the backroom staff, with the board. Like, I don't know what to expect from Nagelsmann at Chelsea. I'd almost feel like Poch would be a better appointment, but
no, I don't. No,
You don't
no
think
way.
so?
No chance. No
his
chance.
reputation is in the mud since he left Tottenham. But he did do good work there, right?
I will say, if they do sign Poch and he doesn't work out, everyone's going to start calling him Graham Potter, and I am here for it.
Let's
the
talk
thing
about
with-
Zidane as well. But
The thing with Nagelsmann is that he proved he's a great manager. He did well at Bayern. It's not like he was absolutely shit there. You know what I mean?
wasn't shit. but
He
like,
had his team in the Champions League was doing really well. Yeah, they were 1 point off the lead, and then they were gonna smack Dortmund regardless before they got fired. They always win that time. But I mean, listen, we're talking about someone who it's just rumors at this point. There's nothing confirmed unless we check news right now and Chelsea's hired someone. But
You can see how excited your face
Yeah.
got as you were checking news.
we can talk about managers on this, but overall, like, it's been an absolute decision. He is deservedly been sacked for Potter, and I hope we get someone in soon, and we can
Can't
just
wait to
use that
see
and
what
improve that.
what manager you give like 300 million to in the summer and then sack 2 months later.
I mean, whichever manager comes in, he's gonna have an unbelievable squad.
That's the thing. There is something to look forward to with that squad. There, you have a lot to choose from, and you can kind of pick and choose who you want to keep and sell. Because the summer is going to be like a selling selling summer for sure. We have to get rid of a lot of players.
You guys are gonna sell Mudryk for like 10 million.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. Yeah, he sucks. Who was it? Martinez gave him a little ball on the platter,
Fernandez.
pretty much, or who was
Fernandez.
it? Fernandez, yeah. Because Martinez gave it away, right? And he just, okay, here's a back, like
His confidence is extremely low.
it's shot, yeah.
His confidence is extremely low. I don't think finishing is as big. Look, the moment he went to Chelsea, he was doomed. I said it. There is no chance he will be a success. No chance. So, yeah, he's not even the best left winger at the club. But you've already killed one. Sterling. I don't know where he's gone.
He's not looked good even once. I mean, maybe he had one
That's
good
not.
game.
He started well, and then he got Chelsea'd, right? Like, he just... I don't know, man. I don't know how anyone just sees that as an attractive project, as a forward. Like, no forward has been successful there in years, since Hazard. Since Hazard left, you've not had a forward that was successful, and yet they just follow the money and kill their careers. Good luck to him. He got paid. He's, 8 years? 8-year contract? Cool.
Yeah.
Might be 8.5.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. 8.5-year contract. Just idiot. Like,
Make your money, man. Make your money.
I'm actually really glad that you signed him because I'm not sure we would have gotten Trossard. I wanted both, a Trossard type signing and a Mudryk signing. Trossard has been sensational for us and was always going to have a greater short-term impact. So, thank you, Chelsea, for once. But yeah, we can move on from this topic.
Yeah.
We should. As much as I would love to stay on, we have other sackings to get to because Crystal Palace beat Leicester 2-1, and that is the last we'll see of Brendan Rodgers coaching Leicester City.
I gotta be honest, I forgot he was there.
I mean, how long ago did we call for his sacking?
Yeah,
I think we were talking about it last season, weren't we?
Yeah, pretty much. It's Leicester at 19th. Like,
they're at
19th.
19th.
So slow this season to make calls. Like 19th, Leicester. They have James Maddison and Harvey Barnes.
I mean, I will say you say that they're slow to make calls, but at the same time, Roberto De Zerbi is like the 11th longest tenured manager in the league or something.
Is that real?
It's something like that. Well, I mean, look at the teams that have sacked managers since. Tottenham have sacked a manager. I think Villa sacked their manager.
Everton, Southampton,
Palace,
Bournemouth,
Wolves.
Leeds, makes sense. Southampton have probably sacked 2 in that
Yeah.
time. So,
Yeah, Southampton have in fact sacked 2 in that time.
yeah.
Hasn't worked for them. They're still bottom. Let's give them. But this game.
Well, the thing is, they've actually started picking up a point here and there now, as opposed to whatever they were under Nathan Jones. But yes, back to Rodgers.
Still last, but
Still lost, but with hope.
I don't think so. Okay.
With the tiniest bit of hope.
Okay.
For Rodgers, his last game in charge, he had Palace have 31 shots against his Leicester team, which was absolutely mad in a game, and it's just wild.
31 shots.
31
to 3,
shots to 3. It was a very, very, very one-sided in terms of the shooting. It was a really nice free kick from Eze in this game that they marked as an own goal for Iverson. But it was a really nice free kick anyways.
It's just unfortunate for Iverson. It's
He
nothing
was
you can
excellent.
do about a ball that hits the bar and
He did
comes back onto him.
He did everything he could.
I mean,
in
yeah,
that
they
game,
can. If you concede 2 goals and there's been 31 shots against you, like, you can't really blame the goalie.
Yeah.
I'm wondering who Leicester. I mean, we can speculate again. So many names, but you'd think that they're looking at someone relatively soon because they want that. They want that bounce and that run in, but it's gonna be interesting who they go for.
Maybe you go after Potter, you know.
Oh yeah, hey, there you go.
Why would he go?
Yeah,
Well,
there you go.
whatever. I think that would be a disastrous move, but good luck to them. If they get relegated, boy, James Maddison for like 20 mil. Yes, please.
I will snap your hand off for that.
Yuri Tillman is already leaving for free. Like, they have some superb players in there.
Yeah, Barnes would definitely be one up there as well. Yeah.
I can see him at Aston Villa.
Yeah. And that, I guess you don't want any of their defenders though, do you? Do you want any of those?
Oh God, no. They can keep him. The last one, we're still trying to shift the last one we got from them.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah, Leicester in trouble.
Let's move on. Brighton 3, Brentford 3. Very entertaining game between, I think, 6th against 7th in the table. Or 6th against 8th or whatever it is. But two teams that have been excellent this season. Just making a little bit of chaos on a Saturday afternoon.
I don't understand Brighton's defending in this game because they battered Brentford. I have to be honest, continually seeing Tony is odd to me. Like, I don't know how he's able to play games.
You look in the mirror every day, don't you?
It's just odd with this, like, how he's...
I like how he doesn't even acknowledge my joke. Like, I can see his face. He just rolls his eyes and just motors on past.
I feel like he's heard that Tony joke so often.
Yeah, that would be right, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made his debut recently, right? Yeah, for England. A bit odd, but good luck.
I want you to acknowledge me.
Okay.
It was another game where I think Brighton had 30 shots or so in this game as well, and they just could not take it. I mean, they scored 3 goals, but when you have 30, well, it's 33 shots, 15 on target, and you feel like you want to win those games. That's,
the problem is they're conceding 3 goals from 5 shots by Brentford, right? Or 5 shots on target. It's like the goals they conceded were really stupid, to be honest. Like the Tony goal, it's a cheap giveaway, right? And it just falls kindly for him. Their defense is all over the place. I mean, Brentford's defending was not great either. You mentioned that chasm between the center backs for what's the keeper? Is it
the
Sanchez?
Goalkeeper assist for Mitoma.
Was it Sanchez in goal?
Yeah.
I think it's Steele.
Yeah, it was Steele in goal. Yeah. They do look for that quite a bit because they make they provoke the team into pressing, and then they look to split them through the middle. So that's just an extreme example of the tactic working out. Mitoma's got to be in team of the season, though.
He's getting up there, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
like,
yes.
He's been. We keep. Initially, when he started on this bit of form, we talked about a purple patch. It's just kept going.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. But
man wrote a thesis and then just continually proves it every time he steps onto the pitch. That's some good research. That's some great research. But let's move on. West Ham beating Southampton 1-0. Huge game down at the bottom of the table. Two teams that started the day in the relegation zone. I think West Ham were lucky to win this one. I don't think they played particularly well, but they had a very nice goal from Naif Aguerd from a free kick.
Aguerd, or what's his name? Aguerd or
Aguerd.
Yeah.
Aguerd. Yeah.
I think the D is silent. I think he's Moroccans. Any Moroccans? Please correct me on that.
They speak French in Morocco, so probably right.
I won't listen to the French though. I don't know why I said that. Here we are.
Moving on.
Wouldn't be an episode without me digging myself a hole. But Southampton roosted to the bottom. West Ham, I think they've risen all the way up to 14th.
Yeah.
Because that's what a win do to you.
But only 1 point above
table.
above 18th. Just 1 point.
Yep.
It's wild. Yeah. The relegation battle is just every week, man. Every week is just super exciting.
They'll be pretty upset to see that Bournemouth also managed to snag a win 2-1 against Fulham. We need to talk about that Tavernier goal.
Special, yeah. Crazy kind of goal that lifts a team. He's a good player. I was really surprised that Mitrovic, he only gets a 3-game ban for his.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I felt like it was gonna be longer. Yeah.
that that feels wrong. I think it sends a really bad message to, because I've been seeing a lot of
Yeah,
incidents.
that's your standard like straight red ban.
Yeah, exactly, right, for violent conduct.
Yeah.
I mean, it's violent conduct, but there's a bad tackle, and then there's violent conduct where,
And then there's
Yeah.
when it comes to like dealing with the officials.
Like,
That's,
listen,
interesting.
my
That's
history
not-
with officials is well documented. But I don't know, man. I think it's
Tony, do you think you have driven Mitrovic to this?
if he listens,
If he listens, do you think you enraged him? You whipped him up into a state of frenzy?
as I say, if he listens, do like and subscribe, Mitro. But yeah,
Let us know. Drop us a DM.
yeah.
I think we just need to
give
get.
us a shout out. Yeah.
We need to get Tony.
Let us know. Mitrovic episode really got your blood boiling.
It's terrible. But
We need
no,
we need
I-
Tony in a cage match with the Premier League refs and let him
bring
get
it.
out his frustration.
Have you
Yeah.
seen
Bring
how
it.
jacked the Premier League refs are?
Which refs? What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's Howard
whichever
Webb.
one was like,
Howard
no,
Webb
not
is.
Howard Webb. I'm not putting you in a cage match with Howard Webb. What kind of booking would that be? No, you're getting the ones who are on the field. All of them are fucking jacked. If you zoom in on them, like you actually look at them, they're all just skinheads who are just.
I'll take John Moss any day. Yeah, I know
John
he's
Moss is not
retired.
refereeing?
I
I
think
thought he
he's
retired.
retired. Yeah, but
Yeah, stop trying to fight retirement, Tony.
Too good. All right.
yeah, no, it's. I think that's.
Next he's gonna be like, give me Graham Paul. I want to fight Pierluigi Collina.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
don't want
no,
to fight
no,
Colina.
no chance. No chance.
No matter how old he is, he looks like he'd poke my eyes out. Yeah, no chance.
Collina is definitely slipping a knife into that steel cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What other games do we have? On that we missed?
I've got very distracted. Just the mental idea of Pierluigi Collina in a steel cage just makes me
Terrifying.
happy.
Oh,
It makes me happy from a distance. I would not like to be anywhere near that. But the last game of the weekend was Forest 1, Wolves 1. Something that doesn't really benefit either of them, but, they'll take a point when they're down in the relegation scrap. There is a game today, though. Spurs against Everton. I believe Spurs are at home.
Yep.
They are not. Spurs are away. So it's at Goodison Park. How do we think this one's going to go?
I think they're gonna win. Spurs. Personally, I
Get that sweet, sweet no manager bounce?
think Hurricane's a manager basically, so he gets to do what he wants. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they're gonna win. It does feel like a very Daesh 1-0, but I don't know. I just think they're gonna be so relieved to be free of Conte that they'll. Yeah.
Look, when he was away with his medical absence because of his surgery, I think they won every single game that he wasn't on
They
the
did.
touchline for.
Yeah.
Well,
And they won him
I'm
Manager of the
going for-
Month, which is, crazy because he wasn't there. But hey,
hey,
and then he
someone
returns
has to
and
take credit, right?
he returns and spits in their faces. I love it. Wonderful.
Yeah.
football
I'm
player.
gonna miss it. Already. Yeah. I'm saying 1-1. I think Everton get a point out of this.
1-0 Spurs. I think they'll win it.
Yeah.
But that brings us to the run-in, because we're down to the sharp end of the season. Every game from here on out has pretty big ramifications in terms of the title, the top four race, the race for European football, and the relegation scrap. Unless, of course, you're Chelsea and you're stuck perfectly between everything.
Yeah. As equilibrium, right? We've achieved
It
it.
is. You're the same. You're the same distance away from top four as you are from relegation. It's impressive work, really.
I can find some solace in that. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah. I'm content.
I don't want to start with the title, so let's title talk. So let's look at relegation. What are you guys thinking? I think we all had
Man,
Southampton to go down.
it's difficult because I think we all had Southampton and Bournemouth to go down at the start of the season.
Yeah, and Bournemouth are hanging in there.
Yeah, their goal difference is the worst in the league, but crucially, they are picking up the occasional win. Like, they've got 2 wins in their last 3.
I think I had Bournemouth and Forest. I'm not sure, but I think I had Bournemouth and Forest to go down.
I thought you guys had Lampard's Everton at the time going down.
Oh, you know what? That's it. I
Yeah.
can't remember now. That's
I
a
mean-
pretty good shout. But yeah, I don't think Everton will go down.
I do still think Southampton, for my money, Southampton, and I think Bournemouth will end up going down as well.
Yeah, the thing with Southampton is they're the one team in the bottom that's played 29. So they've played an extra game already, and they're bottom, and they're I mean they're only 3 points from safety,
They're
but
3 points off.
it's not a huge deal, right? But
The thing is, it's so close that you can't make an argument for just about anyone.
I think the
Like
thing with
13th onwards.
with Southampton, why would it change? Right? Like that's the thing with them. Why would it change? There's there's no X factor, there's no real new manager bounce, like no players in terrific form. They're just getting beat every week. Like
unless they're
pick
playing
up their-
Chelsea, they can win. Unless they fire their second manager and go for a third one, they could get another win. But no, you're right. I'm firmly in thinking that Southampton are
Hey,
the
in
one
fairness,
team.
th're already on their third manager. They would have to get
Oh
the
yeah,
fourth
get
one
for
in.
it. Yeah, fair, yeah. I mean, yeah,
That's
it seems
that is approaching Watford levels of turnover.
it's just like you have Leicester, who
who
you
have been dreadful, by the way.
oh yeah,
like,
they haven't. I don't know when else last time they won a game.
The only reason we're thinking they won't go down is player quality, right? Because
Yeah.
they have been like they're 19th for a reason.
They've been playing like a relegation team.
Yeah, I
They
think,
defend like a relegation team.
and they don't score. Like they don't really score that much. Like I don't know. I guess they do score. I don't know. I think Bournemouth, just quality wise, they have to go down for me. The league doesn't make sense otherwise. 55 goals conceded is nuts. Yeah, that
It's that
last.
third spot that I'm struggling with.
Um,
You know what? I think I'm gonna pick Leeds.
I don't think it's. I don't know. I think
They-
Leeds are. They've got really good players.
the thing with Leeds
They
is
do.
that you look at if you look at we talk about you have to score goals to stay up, right? Like that's usually a key. Leeds have 36 goals.
Yeah.
Tell that to Blackpool.
Tell it to I guess, yeah.
Did Blackpool score goals or did they just attack? I think they just
I don't
attacked.
know. I feel like they scored goals. That was peak Charlie Adam.
Okay. I can't believe Liverpool signed them. Wow, they were lost.
Tell you
man.
what.
They were lost because they signed Charlie Adam off that
imagine
season.
mentioning Charlie Adam on a podcast in 2023.
Crazy.
But genuinely, like, that, because, sure, we have a pretty ironclad case for Southampton, and for Bournemouth, yeah, you have a pretty strong case as well, even though they're 16th right now. But for just every other team that's in that scrap, it's difficult to call, because you can see a reason for all of them to get out.
I'm thinking either Forest or Leicester. So I'm thinking Forest, 50 goals conceded, only 23 scored. It's not great. I'm thinking Forest and Bournemouth go down with Southampton. Yeah. I think Leicester they'll figure it out. Everton will come 17th. Like they're almost nailed on to come 17th. Yeah. Yeah. That's my prediction.
Yeah, West Ham. If West Ham hadn't won this weekend, I would have been very, very concerned.
Did Tommy make a prediction? I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't, but I mean, I'm leaning towards Tony, like you said. I'm just looking at Bournemouth. But I'm gonna make a different prediction. I'm gonna say um, Wolves go down
That's quite a
Based
shout.
on what?
based on the fact that I'm just looking at
Based on the fact that you just don't like Wolves, do you?
not like Wolves. I'm just looking at goals. I'm basing my prediction based on who can score, and I think Leicester will have enough player quality to get themselves out of this jam and score and continue scoring goals. So they're done.
So,
Bournemouth,
what's your logic with Wolves over Forest?
they've scored the same amount of goals, and I'm thinking both Forest, Southampton, and Wolves will go, and that's it.
Oh, okay. You're thinking Forest because you said Bournemouth before.
Oh
Okay.
no, yeah, sorry.
All right.
But anyways, it could be
Let's,
anything. Who knows?
Yeah, it's genuinely anyone's game down there.
Yeah.
But top four race, like right now we have Newcastle and Man United have both played 27. They're on 50 points apiece. Newcastle ahead by a fair bit on goal difference. Spurs, one game more played, will play another game today. They're currently on 49 points. Brighton, I mean, they've got 2 games in hand on Spurs. They're on 43. Brentford also on 43. Liverpool on 42. 27 games played. I mean, Liverpool feel like a stretch after these last couple of losses. But how do we think the top 4 race is going to go?
I'll go first. I think it's really simple. I think Spurs will be Spurs and fuck it up, and you got nothing to worry about. Newcastle United are gonna finish 3 and 4, and that's
Tommy,
it.
yeah, here I am, still worrying.
You're still worrying. You're worrying about Spurs, man.
I'm
It's
still
Spurs.
worrying.
Come on.
I'm always worried, man. You know me. I stress.
I will
what
say
I
though, you are. I think you like Liverpool's like those back-to-back losses. Even with they had those games in hand, they did not make the most of them. I can't see them with 10 games
they're
left.
Oh, Liverpool are
It's
no,
just
they can't make it.
Yeah, they're done.
They can't.
Yeah,
I had hope for them, but no. I think it was the Bournemouth loss that kind of did it for me. I was just like, this is not a serious team. Looking at the league table, I can't see how Tottenham don't make it ahead of United. Like, logically, United should make it. 52 goals to 41. Their goal difference is 4. Like,
Oh, we just have a bad habit of occasionally getting slapped.
I mean, if Casemiro doesn't get any more red cards, sure, I'm gonna say United make it, but
How many? What? How long would the ban be if he got another one?
5.
5 games?
Yeah, Yo,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. I'm. The only reason I'm actually saying United is because I don't want Tottenham to do it, but it's not looking great. You are in pole position right now because you've played a game more.
You're not helping with my nerves right now.
I'm just gonna say United and Newcastle, but I don't know if I believe it. Yeah, I hope you do it actually, but
Yeah, we don't want Spurs in the Champions League, please.
yeah, I just think Tottenham have Harry Kane. For United, it's all on Rashford. Kane has a bigger track record of doing this, but yeah.
Lord, I am nervous. I mean, I'm gonna stick with my prediction of United finishing 4th, Newcastle, and then I think Newcastle will finish 3rd.
So we all predict the same thing then.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. But I just thinking about the run in and the race for top 4 makes me want to go lie down. Let's move on to the big one. Tony, the title. How are you feeling?
Do I have to go first?
Oh, yes, sir,
Yeah,
you do.
Definitely. Yeah.
Or tell you what, you wait. Tommy, what do you think?
This whole season I've just been waiting for City to kick it up into next gear
They
and overtake Arsenal. And you're right, Tony. They have now kicked it into that next gear,
Mm-hmm.
and we have 10 games left for City. I think it's 9 for Arsenal. What is it, an 8-point lead, game in hand for City. They got to play Arsenal. There's a lot of
These are all the
what
permutations. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of what ifs here, but it's hard to look at it and say 10 games left and Arsenal have an 8-point lead, and it's like,
I don't know why you keep saying this. It's 5 basically. Because City will win their game in hand.
They'll win the game in hand. Okay, but
yeah, that's 2 games.
I think Arsenal are gonna take it. I think City will have a misstep here or there, and that's I think Arsenal have this title. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Now on my end, it's in Arsenal's hands. Everything is in Arsenal's hands right now.
Thanks.
City could win every game they have left and still not win the title, as long as Arsenal do the business in all their games. Other than, of course, the Arsenal City one, because naturally, both teams can't win that one.
Arsenal.
But, City have the track record of reeling teams in this late in the season. They love going on a little winning streak. That being said, I do think Arsenal are going to win it. Like, they're very similar in goals for and goals against. Goal difference is just off by 2. The wait is coming to an end.
It must be really nice to not have a dog in that fight, because I don't share.
I
your
would love to have a
confidence.
dog, Tony.
I think if we win next week, we'll do it. I think if we lose at Anfield or draw at I think if we don't, I think if we lose at Anfield, we won't do it. 100% is my and that's, for my money, the most difficult game left we have. I think it's more difficult than City at the Etihad. I actually am a bit more comfortable about that game if we're in a good position. I just think, I don't know, man. There are rumors about Saliba's fitness right now. We don't know when he's coming back.
I did hear talks that he might be done for the season.
Can you imagine Rob Holding chasing Mo Salah or Haaland?
He'll be holding the line for sure.
I have to say Arsenal.
I can see the disappointment in your eyes as I said that.
My head was somewhere else, honestly. Went in one ear, out the other. I have to say Arsenal. I'm not feeling it right now, I'll be honest with you. But I have to say Arsenal.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tony O predicts that Arsenal will win the title.
I said I have to say
that
it.
is all the time. Tony, we're running out of time. I have to do the sign-off here. That's all I need to hear from you.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that is our predictions for the run-in. Tony, are you feeling okay?
No.
You look very nervous.
I'm very uncomfortable, yeah.
Hey, you also have
for-
have Newcastle away too. Don't forget about that game.
You see, I don't do that. I don't think that far ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
about the
Tony,
next
you
game.
not helping him.
Yeah.
More.
St. James's Park,
Uh,
whatever, but Anfield is on.
More.
Yeah. All right,
Or,
let's go. Yeah.
If you
let's
enjoy making Tony uncomfortable, please follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 442. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Join us for this run-in that will definitely not be pushing our stress levels to the limit at all. Thank you so much for joining me, Tommy.
Yeah, guys, cheers. I'm looking forward. I'm hoping maybe we have a good manager appointment next time we do this podcast. Hoping.
Wow.
I hope you get Brendan Rodgers.
It's
So
gonna be
do
Brendan
I.
Rodgers. It's gonna be Brendan Rodgers. Yeah.
Thank you for joining me, Tony.
Good stuff, boys. As always, enjoyed the chat.
Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.